Let me start with a question. If you had every luxury in the world, money, power, the best food, the biggest house, servants to do everything for you, do you think you would be happy? Most people say yes. Of course. Wouldn't you? But Marcus Aurelius had all of that, and every morning he woke up and reminded himself of one simple thing. None of this matters as much as how you think. Marcus Aurelius was Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD. He was, without question, one of the most powerful human beings who ever lived. He controlled the largest empire on earth. Millions of people lived or died by his decisions. And yet, the book he left behind is not about power. It is not about strategy or war or politics. It is a private journal, never meant to be published, full of reminders he wrote to himself. Reminders about patience, about focus, about how to be a decent human being in a difficult world. That book is called Meditations. And today, we are going to study 5 of its most important lessons in practical, real English that you can use immediately. After each lesson, I will give you key vocabulary with examples, a natural English expression to remember, a speaking prompt so you can practice right now. Are you ready? Let's go. Lesson 1. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Here is the first quote from Marcus Aurelius. Read it carefully. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let's break this down, word by word, idea by idea. You have power over your mind. The word power here doesn't mean political power or physical strength. It means the ability to influence or control something. In everyday English, we use power over to describe control or influence. Examples. She has power over her emotions. She doesn't react immediately. He realized he had no power over other people's opinions. Don't give someone else power over your happiness. Now, the second part, not outside events. Outside events means things that happen in the world around you. Things you didn't choose and can't control. Traffic, the weather, someone's reaction to you, economic changes, other people's moods. Marcus is saying, these things are not yours to control. Stop trying to control them. And the third part, realize this and you will find strength. The verb realize is extremely useful in English. It means to suddenly understand or become aware of something important. Notice, this is different from the Portuguese realizer. In English, realize is always about mental awareness, not about doing something. Common collocations with realize. I realized I was wrong. She realized how much time had passed. He didn't realize the impact of his words. Once you realize the truth, everything changes. The word strength means the quality of being strong, physically or emotionally. In this context, it means inner strength, the ability to stay calm and focus when things are difficult. Memo key expression, I have no control over that. This is one of the most useful expressions in English for reducing stress and staying rational. Native speakers use it constantly. The flight is delayed. I have no control over that. She didn't like my presentation. I have no control over that. The market crashed. I have no control over that. Notice the grammar. I have no control over plus noun/pronoun. Not. I have no control about that. Wrong. Not. I have no control for that. Wrong. Always. Control over. Speaking head speaking prompt. Say this out loud right now. Think of one stressful situation in your life right now. Something that's been bothering you. Now complete the sentence out loud. In English, I feel stressed about underscore. But honestly, I have no control over underscore. What I can control is underscore. Say it slowly. In English, that's the practice. Lesson 2. Waste no more time arguing. Be the person you want to be. The second quote. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. Short, powerful. Let's work with it. The verb waste is essential vocabulary at the B1, B2 level. In English, we waste time, money, energy, and opportunities. It means to use something badly, to spend it on things that don't give value. Collocations with waste. Stop wasting your energy on negative thoughts. I wasted 2 hours in that meeting. Don't waste this opportunity. She felt she had wasted years in the wrong job. Notice, waste time plus gerund verb ing. Stop wasting time complaining. Stop to waste time complaining. Now, arguing about what a good person should be. The verb argue in English doesn't always mean a fight or a conflict. It can also mean to discuss with strong opinions, to debate, to try to convince someone. They argued about the best approach for hours. He argued that the plan was too risky. We can argue about the details later. Right now we need to act. And the key phrase, what a good person should be, this is an indirect question structure, very common in formal and conversational English. Direct question, what should a good person be like? Indirect, I wonder what a good person should be like. Indirect, he argued about what a good person should be. Indirect, I don't know what the right answer is. Indirect, she asked me where I had been. This structure is used when the question is embedded inside a sentence. The word order changes. Subject comes before verb. I don't know what he wants. Not, what does he want? She explained how the system works. Not, how does the system work? Marcus's lesson here is really about the gap between talking and doing. In English, we have a very natural expression for this. Memo key expression, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap means that it is easy to say something, but much harder to actually do it. It is used when someone makes promises or grand statements without taking action. He keeps saying he'll change, but talk is cheap. You can plan all you want, but talk is cheap. What matters is what you actually do. A related expression, actions speak louder than words. This means what you do is more powerful and more convincing than what you say. Speaking head, speaking prompt. Think of one area of your life where you've been talking instead of doing. Maybe learning English. Maybe your health. Maybe a project you keep planning but never starting. Say this out loud. I've been talking about underscore for too long. Starting underscore. I'm going to underscore instead. Lesson 3. The present moment is all you have. Third quote from Marcus Aurelius. Confine yourself to the present. Just 5 words. But let's unpack them carefully, because every single word is useful. Confine is a be2 verb. It means to limit or restrict something to a particular place, area, or situation. You keep something inside a boundary. You don't let it expand beyond a certain point. Examples. Please confine your questions to the topic of today's lesson. Try to confine your spending to what is absolutely necessary. He couldn't confine his anger. It spread to everything around him. Let's confine this discussion to the main issue. Notice, confine plus object plus to plus noun. Confine yourself to the present. Restrict where your mind goes. Keep it here. Keep it now. The present, as a noun, means a time that is happening now. Not the past, not the future. This moment. In English, we have several ways to talk about living in the present. Focus on the here and now. Be present. Often used in professional and wellness contexts. Stay in the moment. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't worry about the future before it arrives. Take it one day at a time. Deal with each day as it comes, without worrying too much. That last expression, take it one day at a time, is extremely natural and widely used. You will hear it in casual conversations, in interviews, in sports commentary, in therapy contexts. How are you managing your recovery? I'm just taking it one day at a time. The project is huge. How's the team coping? We're taking it one step at a time. Memo key expression. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. This is one of the most natural English idioms for refusing to worry about future problems before they arrive. It means, don't worry about a problem until it actually exists. What if the client rejects a proposal? Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. First, let's make the proposal excellent. What if I don't pass the exam? Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, just focus on studying. It paints a mental picture. There's a bridge in the future. You don't know if you'll even need to cross it. So why stand here and worry about it? Speaking head, speaking prompt. Think of something in the future you are currently worried about. Something that hasn't happened yet, but keeps taking up space in your mind. Say out loud, I keep worrying about underscore, 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 underscore. But that bridge doesn't exist yet. Right now, what I can do is underscore, 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 underscore. Lesson 4. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word. This one is longer, and the language is more formal, which makes it perfect for us to study. The full quote. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. Let's take it piece by piece. Esteem, as a verb, means to respect and admire someone or something. But in this sentence, Marcus uses it in the sense of consider or value. Never esteem anything as of advantage equals never consider anything to be truly beneficial/useful/good for you if. In modern English, we more commonly use never see something as an advantage if. Don't consider a benefit if. It's not really a gain if. But esteem is still used in formal and literary English, and knowing it will help you understand written texts and speeches. More useful vocabulary here. Advantage, a condition or circumstance that puts you in a better position. A benefit, he has a significant advantage over the competition. One advantage of waking up early is having quiet time to think. She used her language skills to her advantage. This is a very common collocation. To your advantage. Now the key part, break your word. To break your word means to fail to keep a promise. To say you will do something and then not do it. This is part of a whole family of expressions around promises in English. Keep your word. Do what you promised. Break your word. Fail to do what you promised. Give your word. Make a promise. Take someone at their word. Believe that someone will do what they said. A man of his word. Forward such a woman of her word. Someone who always keeps promises. Examples. He gave his word that he would finish by Friday. She broke her word. She never delivered the report. I take you at your word. Don't disappoint me. In business, being a person of your word is more valuable than any contract. And the final phrase, lose your self-respect. Self-respect, the feeling of having confidence in your own worth and dignity, the ability to look at yourself in the mirror and feel okay about who you are. Related expressions. She refused to compromise her self-respect. No amount of money is worth losing your self-respect. He walked away from the deal. Some things are not worth your integrity. Integrity is a key word here. It means the quality of being honest and having strong moral values. Doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Memo key expression. My word is my bond. This is a formal, powerful expression meaning. When I make a promise, I keep it. Full stop. No exceptions. Originally from the London Stock Exchange motto, Dictum meum pactum, my word is my bond. Deals were made with a handshake and a spoken commitment. No paperwork needed. Today it's used to express personal integrity. I don't need to sign anything. My word is my bond. With him, you don't need a contract. His word is his bond. Speaking head, speaking prompt. Think of a commitment you have made recently. To yourself or to someone else. A promise, large or small. Say out loud, I gave my word that I would underscore, 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 underscore. And I intend to keep it because underscore, 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 underscore. Lesson 5. If it is not right, do not do it. The fifth and final lesson. And perhaps the simplest of all. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. 2 sentences, 12 words each, 24 words total, and 2,000 years of wisdom inside them. Let's use this lesson to practice something extremely practical. Conditional sentences in real, natural English. The structure Marcus uses is a zero conditional. If plus present simple, do/don't plus verb. This type of conditional describes general truths, things that are always true, always valid, not specific to one moment. If you want results, take action. If the data is wrong, the conclusion is wrong. If it is not right, do not do it. Now let's practice with first conditionals. Real possibility in the future. If I tell this lie, I will have to remember it forever. If I take this shortcut, I will regret it later. If I keep my integrity intact, I will be able to sleep at night. And second conditionals, hypothetical situations. If I were completely honest in this situation, what would I say? If I didn't care what people thought, what would I do? If Marcus Aurelius were alive today, what would he think of social media? That last one is a great conversation question. By the way, keep it for later. Now let's look at the vocabulary of ethical decision-making in English, because Marcus's fifth lesson is entirely about ethics. Ethical, relating to moral principles, doing what is right. She made an ethical decision to refuse the contract. The company faced an ethical dilemma. A dilemma is a situation where you must choose between two difficult options. Compromise. This word has two meanings in English. Meaning one, a middle ground. Both sides give something up to reach an agreement. They reached a compromise. She would work from home 3 days a week. Meaning two, to damage or weaken something valuable. Don't compromise your values for short-term gain. The data was compromised. It can no longer be trusted. Know both meanings. Context will tell you which is being used. Shortcut. A quicker but often less honest or less thorough way of doing something. There are no shortcuts to genuine fluency. He took a shortcut in his research, and the results were wrong. At any cost, no matter what the price or consequence, she was determined to succeed at any cost. This can be positive or negative depending on context. Memo key expression. At the end of the day, this is one of the most common phrases in conversational English. It means, when everything is considered, what really matters is this. At the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's about whether you did the right thing. At the end of the day, your reputation is all you have. We can debate the strategy all week, but at the end of the day, execution is what counts. You will hear this expression in business meetings, interviews, debates, conversations. It signals that the speaker is about to say what they consider the most important point. Speaking head, speaking prompt. The final one. Think of a small ethical decision you face regularly. It doesn't need to be dramatic. Maybe something at work, in your relationships, or in your own habits. Complete this sentence out loud in English. At the end of the day, if it is not right, I should not underscore. Even if it would be easier to underscore. I know that underscore. Consolidation. All 5 lessons plus all 5 expressions. Before we finish, let's review everything we learned today. Lesson 1. You have power over your mind, not outside events. White heavy checkmark expression. I have no control over that. Lesson 2. Waste no more time arguing. Be the person you want to be. White heavy checkmark expression. Talk is cheap. / actions speak louder than words. Lesson 3. Confine yourself to the present. White heavy checkmark expression. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Lesson 4. Never value anything that makes you break your word. White heavy checkmark expression. My word is my bond. Lesson 5. If it is not right, do not do it. White heavy checkmark expression. At the end of the day, now a challenge. In your next English conversation, with a colleague, a friend, a language partner, anyone, try to use at least one of these 5 expressions naturally. Don't force it. Wait for the right moment. And when it comes, use it. That is how vocabulary becomes yours. Not from memorizing lists. From using words in real moments, with real people, in real life. Closing. Marcus Aurelius died in 180 AD. He never published Meditations. He never intended for anyone to read it. It was a private conversation. A man talking to himself, trying to be better every single day. And yet, more than 1,800 years later, his words are still here, still being read, still changing how people think and act and speak. There is something quietly extraordinary about that. A man with all the power in the world chose to spend his quiet hours not celebrating what he had, but working on who he was. That is the real lesson underneath all 5 lessons. Not power, not strategy, not even philosophy. Just this, every day in the small moments, choose to be a little more patient, a little more honest, a little more present. In English, in your life, one day at a time. If today's video helped you, subscribe to this channel. Share it with someone who you think needs to hear this. And leave a comment below telling me which of Marcus's 5 lessons was most relevant to your life right now. I read every comment. I am here every week with new practical English content for people who take their learning seriously. Thank you for being here. See you in the next lesson.